That's the way every day goes.
Hey you guys, welcome to my Texas vacation vlog. This is just me packing for the trip. I only showed me packing my clothes because I packed all of the rest of my stuff really late at night and I didn't want to videotape it. So let's get to day one. This was our second day of driving, so we started the day with some Starbucks, and this drive was over 20 hours, you guys. It was absolutely insane, but so worth it. The weather was so nice, and it was so good to get out and stretch our legs at this scenic waterfall park. It was absolutely gorgeous. We got out, took a bunch of photos, enjoyed the scenery, and then headed out to our next stop, which was the home of Dr. Pepper, where Dr. Pepper was originally made. It was so cool to see all of the history of how this was made, and the museum was super cool. On to day two, which was our beach day. It was absolutely beautiful. There was a little bit of an overcast, so the UV wasn't too high. This was our first beach of the day. This was Corpus Christi, and it was super nice. It was just really busy with a bunch of people. We hung out at this beach for a couple of hours, watched the waves, enjoyed the scenery, and walked around a lot of the shops around there. And there was literally little sharks in jars that you could buy, which was absolutely insane. I did not get one, but it was crazy. And this was a super nice beach. It was super fun to hang out there for a couple of hours. After heading out from Corpus Christi, we ended up at this super cute lunch place where I got a pesto chicken sandwich, which was absolutely delicious. The vibes were super cute there. They had a bunch of stuff kids could play with, a bunch of games for adults like foosball. The music was really good there, and the vibes were just perfect. After lunch, we headed to our second beach of the day, which was Port Aransas, which was super empty, but it was so nice. The sand was so soft, and the waves were so pretty. The water was actually pretty warm at this point of the day, so it was good to do some swimming. I did a lot of shelling, and there was a lot of pretty shells there. It was so fun and definitely a highlight of my trip. And then later, we went and got Sonic for dinner. And that post-beach shower, nothing compares to it. It was so nice to get all that sand off, and it was just such a nice way to end the day. Now for day three, which was our SeaWorld day. This was an absolute blast. We rode on so many rides, and honestly, some of them were really scary. Definitely some of the biggest rides that I've ever ridden, and they were so fun. After we rode a couple rides, we went and saw the sea lions, which was super cool. We got to feed them. And then we went to the dolphin and beluga show, which was absolutely amazing. The dolphins were definitely my favorite creature of the day that we got to watch. It was so cool to see the show and just see all of the amazing tricks that these animals had learned. The dolphins were so cool. After that, we went and saw the orca show, which was absolutely crazy. These things are absolutely ginormous in real life, and it is so crazy to witness these. There was this trick in one of the shows where they flapped their tail and they got the whole audience wet, which was absolutely crazy, and I was not expecting that. It was so cool to see these. And then after that, we went and did a couple more rides, which was super fun. And the weather was perfect this day. It was a little bit of overcast, so the sun wasn't too harsh, and it was so fun. Then we went to this place for dinner, which was called Papacitos, and it was really, really good. For day four, this was our day that we went to the Riverwalk and to see the Alamo. The night before we went and saw the Alamo, we watched the movie about the Alamo so that I could have a little bit of context and appreciation of what really happened. This is literally the wall that Davy Crockett defended in the Alamo War. What a crazy thing to see in real life. I'm so glad that I'd learned what this whole thing was about before I went and see it so I could truly appreciate it. There's not a whole ton left of the Alamo, but what was left and we got to see was super amazing and really cool to see. After that, we went to the Riverwalk, which was this super cute place where there's a bunch of shops and restaurants all along this river that you can walk and shop and eat, and there's so many options and cool things to do. It was such a cool thing. This was my friend at lunch. I was feeding him fries, which I'm not sure you're allowed to do, but he was super cute. For day 5, this was our day that we went to see the Natural Bridge Taverns, which were these caves, and we went 180 feet into the ground, and we saw all of these beautiful formations, and it was absolutely crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit freaked out when we were so deep inside of the ground. Like, this is absolutely crazy. It was so cool to see though, and such a good experience.
The reason it's called Sherwood Forest.
I kind of expected these caves to be a little bit chilly, but the humidity was 99%, so it was actually super hot down there, so that actually surprised me a lot.
Now, I'm about to take you guys into the center of the room.
Some of these formations were so huge, and it was crazy to see these in real life.
Down to the landlord, because the explorers, when they came by into the last room on our tour, it reaches a depth.
After that, we went to a safari drive-thru, and it was so cool to see all these amazing animals so up close. These deer were one of my favorite because deer is one of my favorite animals. And then I fed an emu from my hand, which was honestly kind of scary but super fun.
Leave your hand open.
Yep, put your hand out.
And zebras are also one of my favorite animals, so it was so cool to see one of these up close. I had never seen one of these in real life, and it was such a cool experience. And the giraffe was so peaceful and such a cool creature to see in real life. And after that, we had to go get Whataburger, which is a really popular burger place in Texas. For our 6th day, we actually went to the stockyards, and I didn't get as much video because I was just enjoying it all, but it was this very Western place with a bunch of stores and shops and restaurants, and it was so cool and such a fun experience. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.